Hello, everybody. Before you start thinking this is not a hoax, and I'm not playing any games, I'm only passing information along that I've learned about what's going on in the next 8 months or so, which I'm thinking that the government and scientists probably been doing their research probably for the last 30 to 45 years, for the fact that the moon, the Earth, and the Sun are moving up toward the Milky Way, which is toward the dark rift. The dark rift is located in the Milky Way, which has boulders and asteroids. To get that out of the way. Why is it moving that way? I have no idea. That's something I cannot explain to you. Only the scientists and maybe your own research that you decide to do, you can probably figure it out as well. Now, what I can say is that we've been having massive solar flares bursting from our sun, so that probably explains the reason why we've been having problems with our cell phones, TVs, and also as well as cable stations, satellites, the whole 9 yards. Just to give you an idea, also, if the sun does move toward the dark rift, it can also create and produce violent solar storms as it passes through the center of the strong gravitational planes within the dark rift. Other words, saying that it can cause EMP, which I'm pretty sure you know what that is. The other thing about it is that the solar scientists are concerned that this gravitational plane that is the backbone to the Milky Way dark rift may send the sun on a rampage which sets off powerful X-class solar storms and the CMES, kernel mass ejections. An X-class storm have the ability to generate a EMP events. And if that's the case, and if we headed that way, as the information and research that I've done, and it's true, that will lead us to know that if an EMP event is actually exposed to the earth, that not only will the United States but everybody around the world will pretty much be in the dark within less than 3 minutes. I also have took a picture, and I hope that you can see it after I show it to you. Exactly what I meant when I said that it's heading that way. And as you can see, I had to use a different phone, and I hope you can see. It shows that the moon, the Earth, and the sun beyond the other part of the Earth, and the lining in the way in the back is the Milky Way, and that littered part area is the dark rift, and that's where we're supposed to be headed. You can feel free and do your own research. You can actually go to solarstorm.com. They have all the information as far as charts and everything that's being updated quite frequently, and so that you can also educate yourself on what's going on with the world. Now, this is not to set off any kind of panic or have anybody out there looting and thinking the world is coming to an end, because that's not exactly true as far as I know. I myself, I just want to pass this information on so you can do your own research, and then you can judge for yourself exactly what's going on with this our planet that we call home. And if this is happening, why is our government and other governments around the world keeping such things like this away from us? Because if it's happening, then we should have enough time, even being poor people or not as fortunate as rich people, to prepare ourselves and be ready for the worst. Beyond that point, most people will probably go back to the biblical days and probably state everything from the Bible, which I'm not going to knock that, because if that's the case, then that's the case. You have the right, just like I do, to know what's happening in the world. and what's happening with our home. This is our home, so please, people, women, men, children, ethnic of all races, it doesn't matter. Educate yourself, get yourself out there, open your eyes, and see what's heading towards, and see where we heading. Because if this is true, then we got a lot of stuff to do as far as getting ourselves together and hoping that we can get through this together. The date that was given that we're supposed to be entering this Milky Way, the dark rift, was stated to be 12/21/12. And once again, this is a solar storm warning. And please educate yourself and get yourself prepared and get yourself ready. God, love, peace. Later.